So, neurobiology, now looking at it in a taxonomic context. Other species. Everyone would have guessed, up until people actually went and looked, that we're the only folks with a Broca, with a Wernicke's area, that this is a human specialization. And what you see is that's pretty much the case. But you see the starts of it in a number of primate species, a number of apes, and chimps and orangutans. In rhesus monkeys, what you see is the cortical thickening just on one side, corresponding to this area. Not as thickened as in the human brain in the left hemisphere, but nonetheless you get thickening like that. Moreover, how's this for interesting? Okay, does everybody know, like the factoid, that it's the left side of your brain that's telling the right side of your body to do something, and it's the right side of your brain that's cross wiring, whatever it is it does. Okay, get a monkey who is vocalizing, and while it is vocalizing something communicative, while it is doing that, if it is doing any sort of facial expressions, it's more pronounced on the right side of the face. If it's doing something with its arms, it's more likely to be the right arm. In other words, generating the vocalization is preferentially coming from the left hemisphere and pulling in more motoric stuff on the side of the brain that operates this part of the body. It is lateralized communication. The same has now been seen when you do imaging on monkeys. When they're communicating, there is a bias towards the left hemisphere, the thickened area. It's the start of this specialization. Moreover, in both humans and in other apes and monkeys, there is very, very close connections between the Broca's area, or the pre-proto-Broca's area in a monkey, and all sorts of muscle groups having to do with facial expressions. Intensely intertwined connectivity there, and that's that prosody stuff. Seemingly a monkey making some of its emotionally loaded vocalizations, there's some facial prosody that goes along with it because the wiring is very, very intertwined there, and it's facial stuff that tends to be lateralized to the right side of the face. Finally, when a monkey in a brain imaging machine is hearing a vocalization of its own species, the left hemisphere preferentially activates in the proto-equivalents of these areas. And then, finally, what people are beginning to see in skulls from ancient ancestors like Australopithecines is these are really tough things to infer very indirectly from endocasts of what would be the brain inside the skull. But Australopithecines, 1 million years ago or so, already a little bit of an asymmetry in the left hemisphere. So this has been something that's been developing in monkeys and apes for a long, long time.